Hello friends. Well, today we're going to look at ordinals and runes because we're not really sure why people are doing that, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. So what are ordinals and runes all about? And R-U-N-E, not R-U-I-N, although I don't know. So let's see what the cards have to say about ordinals and runes. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, departed loved ones, source. Tell us what we need to know about ordinals and runes. Quiet your mind, so whatever you think, stop thinking that. Quieten your mind. Whoops. Whoops. Ah. Okay, there we go. Alright, my mind is quiet. My mind is quiet. I have quieted my mind. Stop giving away your power right now. Stop giving away your power right now. Well, that's interesting. Ordinals and runes. Runes. Stop giving away your power. So, what are we doing? Wasting our power on this silliness? Are we wasting our power on this silliness? Seems kind of that way. That's the indication. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Well, okay. That's good. So, conclusions. The stopping or the idea of conclusions. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. I think they're going to stop using them for silliness, but I don't know. 96. 96. I think we're going to start using them for other things. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled the card, it suggests that the situation you're... If you pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Cede control and let events unfold. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Okay, well, that's interesting. So, work with our darkness. Is our darkness the silliness that runes and ordinals are? They are that. They are that. But I guess they create money for the miners, so that's good. You got to keep those miners happy. We got to keep them going. We got to keep them sustained. So if they're using it for that, well, then that's a good usage. But I think that there are better things we could be immortalizing in the ledger than stupid pictures of monkeys and other things that are less appealing. So, with having said that, I think we're like children with a new toy here. We're doing stuff that doesn't make any sense. We're using it wrong. Maybe. Maybe. I can't imagine that that's such a gift to humanity, to save pictures of monkeys. Okay, we're showing up as a tower. Well, big changes, big changes. So, the tower. Runes and ordinals. What a mess. They're bringing the tower. What crosses them? Yeah, focus on the money and not realizing that the ledger is more useful for other things than stupid pictures. We could immortalize important things like, descriptions of events or documenting things. So I think that's what we could be doing. Let's see. Where are we coming from? Death. Jeez, the tower and death. These ordinals and JPEGs and the silliness. The runes are R-U-I-N. Ruins, not R-U-N-E-S. Anyway, okay. And where are we hoping to go? Oh, fighting. Okay. Fighting about it, but not really. Conflict. And where are we going to? Blockage, obstruction. What's the tools we have? Magnetic energy, movement forward, rapid movement forward. What a crazy read. Okay, how do runes and ordinals see themselves? As balancing, temperance, relationships, Archangel Michael, Libra energy. Alright, what are the circumstances? What is the environment we see ourselves in? Okay, cutting our losses. We've been doing it, but it's not a great idea, and we're cutting our losses maybe. Hopes and fears. The High Priestess. So, control of the illusion. And the outcome. Page of Cups. Maybe a happy surprise. Okay. Well, it seems like these ordinals and runes are on the way out. I think people have been using them, and we've been basically feeding the miners to keep them sustained and to keep them active and to keep them busy, because we want to support the miners. The miners are very important. We don't want to give away our power. We don't want to give away our power. Sorry. Shiny lights. And conclusions are coming. Death is a conclusion. It's the end of a cycle. We're done with this, and we're gonna go somewhere else. But right now, we're at a block. We want to go somewhere else, but we don't know where to go yet. So we're kind of stuck. Because we haven't figured it out yet. We've been arguing about it because people don't like the runes and the ordinals. They waste a lot of space. They're not what the blockchain is, and there's a lot of fighting about it. Even among Bitcoiners, the tools that we have speed and force and action and motivation. So the ledger just moves on, and we have all those things in place. We really care, and we want it to be good, but we're fighting among ourselves because we don't really understand it yet. We need to take a minute, step back, and balance what's going on. We need to figure out what we should be doing instead of doing what we're doing. We need to figure out what we should be doing and then come together and do it together. We see ourselves as having this big loss because the ordinals and the runes take up so much space, and it's such a loss, and why are we doing this, and why are they paying these fees? It's such a waste. But it's really not a waste, because what we're doing is we're supporting the miners, and that's really important right now. So we're supporting the miners, we're giving them lots of money, they're getting lots of fees, things are cooking along. We went to the halving, we've reached our blocks accordingly, and that's what we're doing. We want control of the illusion. There is an illusion that this is a good thing, and people are, you know, playing with this new toy, but it's not a good thing. It's an illusion, and we have to get past the illusion and see what we're really doing. We need to kind of grow up a little bit here, mature, and here we are trying to grow up. Here we are trying to grow up, and we're bright, happy, approachable. There might be a happy surprise when we decide that we can come together and use this as useful stuff instead of silly pictures of monkeys. Okay, so I think that that's all good stuff. All good stuff. Let's see what Lenormand has to add to the conversation. What are you going to add to the conversation, Lenormand? Yeah, fighting amongst ourselves, not real useful. Conversations, yes, but people are way too emotional about all this. You know, you could be a Bitcoin purist, and you can be a Bitcoin something else, and we can still all be on the same, you know, page. Everything's still going forward. We can still work it out. We don't have to fight about it. But there are better things, because we're stuck. We don't know what else to do with them, so we're doing that. And that's okay. For now. But there's better things coming. The bear, the heart, and I think that's the crossroads. Yep, the crossroads. Yeah, we are at a crossroads. We are at a crossroads. 15 bear. I'm pretty sure the bear is good news. Strength, power, protection, authority. Well, I want to say that's the ledger. And I want to say passion, relationship, self-love, romance. So our relationship to strength and power and passion and enterprise. And we're at a crossroads because the ledger is money, but it's also other things. Key choices, decision, alternatives, divided. So yeah, we're divided, and what we need to do, this is consistent with this whole reading, if we want our strength and to fortify, we're at a crossroads here. We're at a crossroads here. We have to decide what to do, or what we could do that's better than what we're doing. And what we're doing is we're supporting the miners, and I think continuing to do that is a great idea, of course. But we could do it better. We could do the same thing, only instead of useless pictures, we could have something, a document or something else that has more value that we want to make permanent instead of these silly pictures. But until we come up with an idea of what to do, we're going to get these silly pictures. And we're fighting about it. We shouldn't be fighting about it. We should try to come together and figure out a better way to use the ledger for something better than silly pictures. Okay? So I think that's where we are with runes and ordinals. But as they are supporting the miners. So we don't want to stop doing it until we can substitute something better that we can use. How's that? How's that for a message? One more? Okay. I'm being told one more. And what is our animal going to tell us today, please, about runes and ordinals? The crow. The crow. Crow. And once again, we are in the air. Okay. I think I've got these pretty much memorized, the ones in the air anyway. Crow. Spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. Psychic, strong, and clear. Well, I think that's what we need, is crow energy, because we need to see the past, the present, and then we have to see the future. And I think that's the problem here, is we're not seeing the future yet. And we want to see the future, but we're not there yet. We're seeing this present as, but right now, the future is kind of still in an illusion. But we'll get there. Happy surprise, we can use it for better things than monkeys. So, there it is. There's our reading. So, I think the fact that it exists, I'm sorry, I have hiccups. The fact that runes and ordinals exist is interesting, because you can actually put JPEGs on SATs, and that's what they are. They sit on these SATs, and you can see them. They're in the code. But what does that mean? You know, what is that? It's silly. It's like, you know, painting quarters red. What are we doing here? So anyway, yeah, I think we have to come together, stop fighting, talk about what this is, and then go forward with something maybe better that will support the miners rather than silly pictures. But right now, silly pictures is doing it, and we're going to take that and run with it. So that's where we are now, but this is our reading on runes and ordinals. So if you're up in arms about it one way or the other, maybe this will give you a little insight, and maybe you can quiet your mind. And conclusions are within reach. So if we think about it, I think we'll figure it out. And that'll be that. Okay. Well, thank you for your time and attention. And thanks for your likes, shares, and subscribes. And thank you for comments. And this is a pretty good reading. I'm pretty happy. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.